Yeah, what the fuck is up? King Kang here, and today I'm gonna be showing y'all a total behind the scenes look as to, how how I record my covers and what I do to prepare for them. It's kind of everything. And I feel like I've talked a little bit about this possibly in past videos, but maybe only like certain parts, right? But this time, we're going balls deep, right? I'm going into every crevice, every hole, every detail of how I record my covers and what I do to prepare for them and shit. So, yeah, let's get into it, bitches. So first off, the machine that really makes the magic happen here. Boom! Hell yeah! This is my speaker and my mic, my golden microphone of death. Oh fuck yeah! Focus on it, you fucking faggot. Oh yeah, yeah. It's an AKG. Blah blah blah, whatever, and good shit. Uh, this is the speaker, right? Now here's what it looks when I turn it on. Ooh. But yeah, and then okay, you can't really see because the light's on, but boom, right? That off. All right, so obviously, go into how the speaker works. Obviously, it's the volume knob, right? God damn it! Fuck my shadow. That's when I charge it in. That the light turns on. That's when it's on. Obviously, aux. I could plug in auxiliary cord. Here's for when Bluetooth is being used. Just how I connect my phones, because I connect whatever I use. Because I got my music on most of the time, like this phone or on this one, and so I connect them to Bluetooth into this motherfucker, and yeah, and so I most of the time I use these three buttons, and that one, select input, is how I switch it from aux to Bluetooth. And yeah, over here we got God damn it, can okay, how do I make sure this shadow stops being fucking gay? Okay, there you go. Alright, and so then, as you can see right here, karaoke. I don't use this. I keep it off because all it really does is, like, if you're playing whatever music through it and you got the microphone, it literally just makes the song really quiet if you're too loud or some shit, and then you can barely even hear the music. It's dumb. It's dumb. Here's where you plug in the microphone. Here's where you plug in the guitar. So this is what I've been using for how long already? I think it's just since last year, I think. 2020, maybe 2019. But yeah, because there is something in there. It's stuck in there, and I can't get it the fuck out. I wasn't able to ever get it out. So I was like, fuck, what the fuck am I going to do? Fuck, what broke in there? I think part of like this. I think the little tip had come off in there, or something like that, right? Because it can't even see. It can't even go all the way in anymore. So I can't use it. But I was able to figure out that this works too. You don't have to use the guitar for it. The only thing is I can't use these two anymore, which it's what I would used to use. See, mic volume, and then echo on the mic, which I actually would have some echo on it because it'd be kind of cool. And now I'm just stuck with the guitar and no effects or anything, which is fine. And but this I have to be so accurate with how it is, because if it's literally just a tiny bit upwards, too loud, a tiny bit lower, too quiet. And this is kind of like the equalizer, obviously. I used to always have, especially back in the day when I first you know, did my covers on, let me close my fucking room door real quick. When I used to do my covers on Instagram, you know, and if you're an OG, you motherfucking remember, alright? Back in the day. Since 2016 and shit, that's when I really did them most. Only OGs remember. Hell yeah. But, yeah, and so I would have them all the way to the top equal, which would sound good. It would sound fine, actually. But, dude, eventually, I don't know, the speaker just kind of fucking switched up or some shit. I don't know what the fuck happened to it, but it just wasn't sounding that good like that. And so then I just did this shape, and it sounds a lot more equalized now. And I might switch back to having it all equal at some point, actually, or you know, experiment with it and see how I can make sure it sounds better. And so some of them are a little off now. For example, this one. But yeah, so but for now I have it in that shape. And you know, sounds good. And no. That's speaker, yeah, boom. Buttons behind it, you know, blah blah, whatever. I don't really use that. So move it back here, and I keep it, you know, right there. Right. Just all right. Focus. Right in front of my drawer, and here's how I record the covers. So let me get the device real quick. All right. So yeah, I literally just use a fucking piece of tape, and this is the one. This is where I record all my covers with. This is my iPod Touch 5th generation. Now, if you know, go, you know, just recently, like I made the video just earlier this year, it's always been kind of brokenish, but it got like way too broken where I could barely use it at all. Like I couldn't even swipe on it. Like the touchscreen was just completely fucked. But luckily I went and I got it fixed. Not the battery though. The battery's still fucked up. I have to like literally have it on life support 24/7, which it's not right now. But yeah, the home screen also isn't fixed, but you know, whatever. And this was white. It's actually white, but they only had black, so you know, whatever. Evolution. So yeah, that's what I use because it's got a way better. The microphone on it is way fucking better than this fucking iPhone. Because this iPhone, there's two mics, right? There's the one right here, right there, right? And then there's the one, like, there's one like literally right where okay, I can't show you. Like the speakers are right here on the bottom. And so yeah, the microphone is like right there, exactly where the speakers are at. Most of the time, I'm pretty sure it uses the speakers on this side. Either way, they're like, it uses like some kind of compression or some shit. I don't fucking like it. It sounds like shit. So fuck that. But this one, it's completely just, it sounds good. Just raw. It's just raw. There's no compression on how shit sounds or anything. It sounds good. And this is the device I used to record vocals on my music as well. But yeah. And fuck, it really pisses me off because another thing, right? As you can see, the tape used to be more so like right here, right there. More so in the middle, or more so to that side, which was better because it would leave more room on this side of the mirror, which I liked because, okay, I don't know if you notice, but like, you see that shadow? If you come over, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know how the light reflects. I don't fucking get it. I don't know how the fuck I can fix that shit, but I don't like it. Or like, you know, boom, right? You can see, The more I back up, the more it just dissipates. But on this side, it shows up more. See? But not, on this side it's just completely, I don't know. It's fucking bullshit. I fucking hate it. And also, excuse the mess in the back. I'll get to that in a sec. Yeah, and so I really liked having this side open because it's the side where, like, if I ever take any, like, self pics in this mirror, be on this side, right? And I would have the space for it. Now I barely do. Like, just this little fucking spacing, which is almost just the, yeah, all right, look at that. Okay, barely jack fuck all. So yeah, I can barely fucking do that unless I'm kind of like this or something, right? Because it gets in the way. And yeah, and so, and like another thing, right? I like fucking on this drawer, all right? I like fucking on it. It's good shit, all right? Fucking right, you know, right there. The mirror's right there. You can fuck right in front of the mirror. Bend a chick over on it. Boom, all right? It's fucking hard as fuck, all right? I fucking pound that bitch to hell. Good shit. You know, we could watch each other. Hey, used to. Now I feel like that thing, you know, kind of it's gonna be getting in the way more. So we're not really gonna be able to see each other's faces that much or anything. I mean, yeah. So that's fucking gay. But the reason I had to move it over, because again, as you can see, it's more so on this side. The reason I had to move it over is because earlier this year when I, you know, fixed it up. For some fucking reason, I don't know. Like right now, well, not right now, but like I'll tell you when to pause, right? But like when I tell you pause, go to playlists on my channel, and God, now the shadow is like, see that? Go to playlists on my channel, and then literally just look at the thumbnails, right, of the covers, and go all the way, because I think the first cover I did, yeah, after I got this motherfucker fixed up was Happy Valentine's Day by Blown on Dance Floor. Check it the fuck out. Good ass cover, great ass song, underrated as fuck. But anyways, yeah, and so literally just go all the way down until you get to like the covers I've been doing recently, right? And just look at like the cover before the Happy Valentine's Day one, right? Just look at the thumbnail. Look at how much it kind of takes up, right? How much you can see, you know, how much of my closet is visible, or how much you don't see any of that, right? And then just look at the thumbnail for the ones I've been doing this year, right? It's like it fucking expanded. I don't fucking know why. I don't fucking get it. It's fucking bullshit. I don't know what the fuck the dude did, but for some reason the camera on this motherfucker suddenly just is able to kind of see more. I don't know. It's fucking weird. And it makes it shit look a little more far away. Fuck. I don't know. So I was like, what the fuck? And I had to deal with that and seeing like, okay, what the fuck do I do? Because I want to be in the middle of like the video, right? And in that one, I'm kind of more so to the left too much. Because for me, this is the middle, right? I'm right in the middle. Right in the middle. But, it looks like I'm off more that way or some shit for some fucking reason. And so I have to move it over here, which I might have to still move it more. I don't know. But yeah. So, on the Happy Valentine's Day one, it's showing too much of that side. But I kind of fixed it up a lot more. So, you know, I'm more in the middle, I think. At least. Fuck. I hope the microphone wasn't changed at all, though, in any way. Haven't really gotten around to fully checking that. But yeah, so, yeah, that's why I had to move the tape over. And, hey, go, if you know how to fuck to get rid of, you know, this, you know, tape leftover shit, go in the comments and, you know, let me know. Because, yeah, fuck that shit. And right now it's dirty. Most of the time I have my mirror clean, but, you know, I just haven't been giving a fuck. But yeah, so, that's where the tape is now. It's fucking retarded. I can barely use any of my fucking mirror because again on this side it's shadowed for some fucking reason. It's fucking gay as hell. Why? And on this side there's barely any space to do jack fuck all. But yeah, and so most of the time I have it right there, right? I just put it right up on the tape, have it go, face down a little more, and yeah. So that's how I set up the camera, so you can see me. It's again, my setups, they're ghetto as fuck, right? It's the most ghetto shit you're ever gonna see. All right, I go ghetto, bitch. All right, so yeah, and yeah, so I connect Bluetooth, blah blah. Right now, what I do most of the time to prepare for the covers that I'm gonna do. Right, most of the time I kind of have them. I have an idea of which song I want to do, or maybe like, okay, I gotta pick which one of these 2 or 3 am I gonna do first, right? And I choose which I'm gonna do, and then I start practicing the song, which most of the time it's songs that I already know lyrics to, and so. It's not me practicing the song, make sure I got the lyrics down for sure, right? And if there's a lot of songs that I don't know the lyrics to, or don't know the lyrics to fully, or need to relearn lyrics to a lot of songs, and so I do that over the course of a few weeks and then cover them or some shit, right? Let's say it's a song that I already know the lyrics to for the most part, right? I start practicing it like about Sunday, or most of the time Monday, and then Tuesday as well. Not Wednesday, which is today. That way it's kind of more so fresh, because when I do my covers, I record them Thursday, which is the day that I promote. This is the next video that's coming. What the fuck is this? What the hell? It's kind of when I promote, like, hey, tomorrow I'm posting this video, blah blah blah. If you follow me on Instagram, you know what's up. And so yeah, but the reason I do it on Thursdays, is because again, most of the time covers don't take that long to really record, and yeah, so most of the time I promote them around 12. I try to, at least. Sometimes I kind of extend it to 1. And uploading it doesn't take that long. Sometimes it kind of does for some fucking reason, even though it's just like 3-4 minutes max most of the time. But yeah, and yeah, and so what I really practice most of all are mannerisms, right? I'm trying to, because in a lot of my songs I try to make sure there's some kind of like movement and mannerisms, because I don't want to just be standing there. You know what I mean? So I try to do kind of a, not choreography. I definitely wouldn't call it that, but just something to kind of do with my hands, and just certain expressions and shit that go with the lyrics, with each different lines and shit. If there's something I kind of could express with my hands or something, so I kind of try to get that down, practice that, make sure I do them right on each coming line and everything. And so that's kind of what I practice most of all. And of course headbanging. A lot of fucking headbanging. Hell yeah. Come on, what am I, fucking retarded? So, yeah, fuck yeah, headbanging. But that's easy shit to do, obviously, Different ways to headbang too, so, but, yeah, so most of all I kind of practice, kind of that choreographic type, like, hand movements and shit. 'Cause I again, I don't want to just be standing there. And so I kind of want to bring the cover, to life, bring the song to life more, and just kind of put more, actual performance into my covers, to make them somewhat more interesting to watch and shit. And there's a lot of my covers, a lot of my, if you go back and like listen or watch a lot of them, there's a lot of parts that I kind of like to, sometimes with certain songs, change, maybe a word or two here and there, or instead of like, something that I definitely do, and and you probably have already noticed, is that I really like, because let's face it, a lot of like, you know, song structures in most songs, it's the same thing, you know. Starts off with maybe most of the time chorus, right, and then a verse, and then chorus, and then maybe another verse, and then the bridge, and then it ends with the chorus, right? And so, and it's kind of, I'm kind of right? With like, what I like to do is I like to, if it ends on a chorus or whatever, I like to, you know, scream the chorus, you know, because it just makes it more intense, especially if it's a chorus that's already really, you know, kind of big chorus, a nice, good ass, intense chorus. Screaming it, growling it, you know, just makes it that much more intense. You know, especially if it's like an emotional song or whatever. It's just so much more emotion put into it, and so I like kind of doing that, or like with a lot of emotional bridges or whatever in songs, I also scream it out, and I'll just add screams generally. You know, it's kind of my own spice, and it's also, again, proof, like, yeah, maybe repetitious. I get it, but like, to me, it kind of makes the songs better, man. You know, makes shit more intense, and I like that, you know, because what's a chorus if it's going to be the very exact thing as the original song? Which I'm fine with, you know, sometimes I do that. I go exactly by the book of what the song, how the song is sang and everything. And of course, my covers, you know, I try to vocally sound as much alike as the original vocalist of the song, you know, because that's my thing. And also sometimes I'll add my own voice to it, my own voices to it and shit, of course. But yeah, so God, why is it so dark? It's fucking gay. Yeah, and so is it not like focused on me, barely? Anyways, so yeah, and so I kind of practice, like, also, all right, what parts am I gonna kind of change up, or or how do I make this more intense? You know, I kind of have to think through that. I have to listen to the song, you know, especially if I'm like in the car going somewhere, right? And I listen to a song and I just kind of think about, okay, this part I could add screams here, or I could, you know, replace the singing with the screams here, you know, this and that, and then I practiced it through, you know, the speaker and doing vocals. Of course, obviously, fucking focus. Or I guess this shit's gonna be gay. But yeah, and so that's what I do. So that's what I practice most of all. Especially if I already know the lyrics to the song that I'm doing. That's how I do. And most of the time, the songs that I pick are like not the very favorites of mine. I have done a few favorites of certain bands, which I kind of regret, because I want to save them for whenever, you know, I get bigger. I want to have a lot more viewers and shit, you know, to see that. For example, Sexting by Blood on the Dance Floor. My favorite one by them, always has been, always will be. But it is in the hundreds. I'm pretty sure, yeah. So, I mean, that's, I think, what is it, 400, 500 or some shit? So, I mean, good shit. I like that. That's good. But yeah, I'm saving, I want to, like, save those for more later on, so I kind of try to also pick songs that are, like, I still like the songs, definitely, right? But not as good as, like, my favorite ones by, like, this band, or this, and this album of this band, or whatever, right? And I know, like, thousands of fucking bands, that's why I don't have a fucking favorite. So, it's always kind of hard, because, yeah. But yeah, and so that's kind of what I do. I practice, again, Monday, Tuesday, assuming it's a song that I already know lyrics to, and whatever I'm adding to it isn't that much or whatever, you know, I kind of practice that. Or again, maybe through a week or two, right, of making sure I got every choreographed part down, whatever. And then comes Thursday, right? Straighten my hair, make sure I'm looking good, you know, come look at my closet, what I'm going to wear. Not too much though. I've kind of worn almost everything. Some things I Haven't yet. But yeah, you know, what jeans am I gonna wear? You know, yeah, the shoes most of the time they're just there, and yeah, after I choose that, right, I make sure that lamp is on and it's facing me, facing this way, cause it's got like the neck is like bendable, so you know, yeah, good shit. Make sure this motherfucker is on. I get natural light from that side. And I also have the light bulb on, whatever shit, so you know, whatever. So try to make sure there's a good amount of equal light. And as for all of that, I just move it. I just move it over onto my bed and over there in that little spacing and shit. Just move it over so it's all this is cleared out except for my great guitar that'll fucking rape and kill you. So yeah, I move all that shit to the side, obviously. Yeah, and yeah, make sure I got shit ready. Oh, another thing. So with the speaker, right? With each song, because a lot of songs they're mixed differently. You know, they're maybe some are a little louder, some are a little quieter. Some for some reason the guitar isn't all that loud as like you remember for some fucking reason, or the vocals are quieter or louder, right? And so I also have to figure out, okay, so where am I? How loud am I gonna have shit? So I kind of figure out like, okay, this loud, that over here. Do I have it pointed over here or right here? You know, where? You know, I kind of figure that shit out. Mic volume, most of the time I don't mess with that because again, this certain knob is so fucking just a tiny bit off, and boom, it's fucked up. But this, you know, I kind of got to figure it out and make sure. Still gotta make sure that, like, you know, my vocals and the music coming through is all equal. You know, my vocals a little louder, just a tiny bit louder, a little more audible, right? Obviously, but for the most part, I want everything in the song to be able to be heard, hopefully be heard equally through my iPod Touch 5th generation, right, through the mic on that motherfucker, and of course my voice just a little bit louder, right, a little more clear, which is something back in the day, again, because, and the reason I do it like that, because again, if you remember, if you follow me on Instagram, you know, if you've been following me for years since 2016, right, like the way I used to set up my covers back in when I used to do them on Instagram only. Which again, if you remember that, you motherfucking OG, comment. What's up, bitch? You know, but I don't think there's many of y'all from back then. But hey, if there is, or if you have come back, what the fuck is up? Comment down below what you've been up to. What's up, motherfucker? DM me. Hey, I used to have it set it up differently. I used to have something right here, and it would be in portrait mode, and it would work out. Because, you know, it was on Instagram, and so it would work out with how it looked. But, you know, since I moved to YouTube, obviously I gotta make sure shit is, you know, widescreen, and so then it's just too low, and it just doesn't look good. It wouldn't look good, and you know, another time I'll explain how I used to do it on Instagram. You know, if anyone would like to see that or anything, at some point I might get into that as well. Heads up, none of that used to be here, but yeah. Yeah, so when I started doing it on Instagram, I had to figure out, like, obviously it's got to be more above, and so, you know, on YouTube, started doing it on YouTube, and so I, you know, did this tape thing, and it works. It's always worked. You can hear shit clearly. It's all equal. It's good shit. I have tried recording the covers with this phone. Does not sound good. I don't like how it sounds. No. It sounds way better on this, and so that's why I keep using it. And at this point now I can't use, apparently, you know, oh, your phone's out of date, can't use YouTube, the YouTube app. So I just send it to my iPhone here through, what is it called, fucking AirShare. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I send it over to this phone, and then I upload it from here now. And yeah, so I think that's kind of it. on how I kind of do my covers, right? Um, and I feel like it kind of matters just how much space there is between that, you know. Anyways, yeah, and the mic, the I mean the mic cable used to be way shorter. I think I still have the OG one that I always use. I think it's under there. Yeah, here it is. The one I always used to use. Short as hell. Since 2016, the same one. It was good. It's a good ass cable for what it was. It worked. It definitely did its job. But, you know, I've always wanted a longer one because, you know, I want to move around more and I want to be able to go back that much and shit, you know. But it's good. With this, you know, hell yeah, I'm able to move around more. And you know, hopefully I also want to learn some like, you know, microphone flippage tricks and shit. So yeah, you know, because again, I want to make sure my covers are as entertaining as possible. But yeah, and so that's how I do my covers. Ghetto style, ghetto shit. What the fuck is up, bitch? Y'all talk about ghetto. Y'all know about ghetto, okay? What's up? Eat shit. But yeah, fucking old gen fucking OG iPod Touch, bitch. Tape on the mirror. Again, let me know if any of y'all know how to get this off. I'm gonna try like rubbing alcohol or something. I don't fucking know. You know, and I've never had money to like buy anything that could be more useful, and I wouldn't anyways. This works, so whatever. I don't give a fuck. The speaker, good shit, good shit. It is gonna eventually. The sad part is eventually it is gonna stop working or whatever. And I didn't buy it. It was actually gifted to me back in 2016, and that's part of a whole nother story, huge story. But yeah. But it still does work for the most part as it should, so I'm happy about that. I'm grateful for that because it's all about the speaker most of all, right? And I guess the mic too, but the mic still it's going hard, all right. It still works as it should for damn sure. And of course the iPod Touch, also very important piece of how my covers sound and look and everything, which taking pictures on that phone on that motherfucker is way better, so I might start doing that when I take for, you know, taking pictures for Instagram. I might start taking them on that thing actually, maybe if I'm able to, because again it needs to be on fucking life support, which means the cable's gotta be anyways. But yeah, so oh, and there's a microphone stand which I bought you 20 years ago, but I barely use it actually, obviously, because I remember like even back in the day when I used to do covers on Instagram originally, you know, or before I used to have it in this room with this setup. I actually a year before that, like in 2015, when I started doing covers on Instagram, it was entirely different way that I used to do the setup and shit. Like, oh my god, that didn't last this long. Well, or kinda. Maybe like a year or so, or a few months. Not that many covers, but a good amount. But I used to do them. That was a whole another different fucking setup. Only real OGs remember. If you remember, yo, let me know where you at. What's up? What the fuck is up? Fuck yeah, you're an OG. You know what the fuck is up. But you know, eventually I moved to this room and I started doing it here. And since then, even like 2015, and in the setup where you couldn't even fucking see me, right? I always remember imagining, you know, having a microphone and doing more, being able to do more with my hands and shit, with both of my hands, you know, not just one, since I gotta hold the microphone, right? But you know, I really like moving around. And so I've been so used to just having the microphone in my hand and kind of head banging a lot and shit. And with that microphone, it kind of gets in the way a little bit. I don't know. I'm gonna try to use it more, but yeah, I'm really used to how I've done things, and I've used it a few times, and I don't know. I'll figure it out. That I have been using it. It's still useful for sharing, like for like skits on my channel. You know, skit videos, sketches, and shit. So it's still usable. It's still in use. But for my covers, not that much like I used to want to or anything. But I'll try. Uh, but yeah. Now that I think is definitely everything. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah. So I hope you like this behind the scenes. You know, in detail. Super. That y'all know, or if y'all know my vlogs, I go into detail. I take long. I get into shit. All right, balls fucking deep, motherfucker. But yeah. So yeah. Hope y'all enjoyed this fucking video. All right. Now y'all truly know all the details of what it takes for me to do my fucking covers and shit. And yeah, and honestly, this more stressful part is just all of this having to move it around, and it seems like I just get more and more shit given to me, cause they don't want to fucking put it in closets that they're not even fucking using. Anyways, this gate thing is useful. I do use it. It's just, look, I got a long room. It's a long ass room. It's just not very wide is the fucking problem. But yeah, anyways. So that is tiring. And for some reason, for the past few months, I think, yeah, I wouldn't say a year. Maybe. But more so, yeah, more, maybe in the past, you know, since 2020 or mid to late 2020 maybe, right? I don't know why, but every time I'm about to do a cover, I just get so anxious and shake. I don't know, it's fucking retarded. It's some fucking retard shit, and it fucking pisses me off. Because I would never be like that. Because, you know, especially if, like, I got the song down entirely. Know all the lyrics, know exactly what to do, when, blah, blah. But I still, like, and for some reason, my energy just fucking runs out so fast. I don't know why. When I'm practicing, I'm able to go for hours. Right, but suddenly I'm doing a cover and I'm out of breath a lot sooner. My heart's bumping fast. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Go to fucking get raped, motherfucker. What the fuck is wrong with you? So yeah, shit pisses me off, but I'm still gonna give it my fucking all, whether my body likes it or not. Or I'm gonna rape my own fucking body and teach it a fucking lesson. But yeah, anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Like the video if you liked the video. Share the video if you liked the video. And subscribe for all kinds of content. This is how I do my covers. Ghetto as fuck. Good ass shit. Go watch. I got a playlist of all my fucking covers. Watch all of them, bitch. And yeah, anyways, rock out.